set an intention for a wellness experience. We'll inhale and take the arms up. And then on the exhale, let your hands come down. Your knees might need to bend. Now you can meet me in down dog, or if you'd like to take a vinyasa, you can bend the elbows and then take an up dog and then take a down dog. Hold down dog. We'll all meet here together. Ooh, press through the heels. Hands push strong. 5. Heels are pressing. 4. Sit bones lifting. 3. 2. And then come up to your hands, halfway up position, so you're like a table. Inhale, come all the way up and even into a back bend. Lift up your arms. Now, as you're here, go over to the right, half moon. Breathe in. Keep lifting up and over. If you'd care to add on, you can cross a foot. You can pull your arm or even put a hand down. Even rotation. Just find your own half moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then inhale up. You can be both arms up, both arms over, and then find your own variations. You could pull your wrist. You can add rotation or a leg over. That leg over adds that lateral chain on the whole thigh. Breathe. The hand can come down. Keep going. Can adjust my mic for just a moment. There we go. 5. Reach through your fingers as well. 4. Breathe into that top rib cage. 2. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale, up. Both arms are going to be up and back. And then we're going to head down to the floor. The hands go down. Now you can meet me in down dog if you'd like, or you can do a vinyasa to get there. We're going to add on some upper back movements here. So once you're in down dog, bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and one heel presses, and bend the other, and the other heel presses. So now each calf is getting its own attention, warming up the joints, and then press both heels towards the floor. Lift both heels, press both heels, lift both heels. One more time. And at this moment you're in down dog. We're going to be taking a down dog, up dog articulation. But if you would prefer a modification, you can do this on the knees, cat-cow. So you'll lift the heels, lift through your lower back, middle back, upper back, and then go into up dog. Inhale, tuck the chin, curl through the upper back, middle back, lower back. Heels drop, lift your heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Add an inhale, up dog. Open the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the chin, press the upper back up, middle back, lower back. Draw the heels to the floor. Lift the heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Extension into up dog. Tuck the chin. Press the upper back up, middle back, lower back, and heels press. Hold. Now look up at the hands. Take a step or a jump or a walk to get up there. Halfway position. Good. And then inhale. As you're ready, go all the way up and even into a back bend here. Hands at your heart. Samastitihi. Open up the legs wide. 5-pointed star. Open up the arms wide. Lift up the right toes and take them towards the wall that your right hand is facing. Stretching out. The hand can come down to the thigh or the shin. And then with this top arm, let's do a few movements. You can reach it over your head. You can circle it around. You can swim it into this huge circle. And just do about 3 of those. Open up that shoulder. Open up that side. Breathe in. And do you notice how you feel areas that need attention? So as you're ready, you could settle into a pose, maybe the arms over, Maybe you realize the arm was tighter behind you. Where do you need it this morning? Add that full breath. Your whole body would be up against a wall. An imaginary wall is behind you. And 10, and 2, and 3. Yep, 4. The body keeps opening. Good, Cheryl. 5, 6, 7. Breathing. And keep reaching through that back. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, push your spine up. Pivot your feet past 5-pointed star. Lift up your left toes and take them towards the left wall. Stretch out. Reach. Good. Ease into it. Now you'll probably find you can run out of room, and then that's a good place to put that hand down. Now the top arm is going to do a little vinyasa. Big movements. Open up that shoulder. Big. About 3 of those. Big circles. Reach. Good. Open. Through the fingers even. Now you might find that you need a stretch that's up, or maybe your arms over your ear feels like you need it, or behind your back. Ease into it. The breath will help. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Good. Feel the inner thigh opening up, the hamstring. Feel the rib cage and the shoulder. Now feel the breath be really full. Good. Reach that arm. Beautiful. Feel the legs start to release. Feel those tiny little releases occur in the body as you're just letting it soften into the pose. You're never forcing it. You're letting it soften into the pose. Letting it stretch further. Yeah, there you go. Good, Karen. Reach. 5. Here we go. Inhaling. Now, as you're ready, you can push your spine up. You can take the toes more forward or even slightly internally rotated. Breathe in. Exhale. Here we go. Forward folding. And your hands can get to the floor. Now, you're going to bend one knee and then bend the other. And I don't want you to feel like it's you're forcing yourself to go down to the floor. If your body will go down, then do it, but just listen to your knees, listen to your body. Good. I like to add the other toes coming up as well, so when you keep alternating. Now, this is vinyasa when we do these little movements. It wakes up the body, and it gives you information, and it warms up the joints. Now, we're going to stay on the right side, wherever you are. So it could be you're at 90 degrees. It could be that you're low. You could just stay here. I like to add wraps. Listen to your body. We're going to stay for about 5 here. Breathe in fully. So make it comfortable. Good. 4 here. There you go. Good. Good, Cheryl. 2. Make sure everything feels good. Now, when we go to the other side, you could use your hands, and you could even fold your knuckles under if your wrists are sensitive. Go to the other side, find a comfortable knee bend. The other leg is straight, so it's one-sided leg bend, one side is long. Good. Breathe. Breathe fully. 2. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to go in the middle. So your legs are long and you're in the middle. You can pull the hands on the floor to add a little extra stretching intensity. Relax your neck. If you would like to add on, interlace your fingers at the low back and let the arms go over your head. Let your exhale relax you. Now another add-on is hands to the ankles, and you pull on the ankles so that you're letting your torso go lower. 5. And then relax that and walk your hands forward so you're in hammock pose. Now hammock pose is like down dog, but with wide legs. So hold hammock for 5, 4, let the shoulders drop, 3. Now either stay in hammock, or if you'd like to add a few up dog, down dog variations, you're going to push through your heels, open up your heart, and you're standing on your hands. Breathe in, exhale, tuck your chin and press your hips back again, hammock. Then you can do it again, lift up, articulate through your spine, up dog but with wide legs, and then exhale back. And then one more time, breathe in, open up your arms or your chest, and then exhale, press back. Now walk your hands back, leave your right hand or knuckles down, and open up your left arm like you're a windmill. Act like someone's pulling your arm up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale the left hand or knuckles down, and inhale the right arm up. Act like you're trying to reach the sky. Stretch out through your upper back. Breathe, and as you exhale, you might even rotate more. Breathe in, and then exhale down. Now walk your hands to your hip bones, and then as your blood pressure is ready, come up, come up, come up, and then lift your heart. So you're even in a back bend, squeezing the elbows together, you're opening up the hips, lift up, breathe in, and then when you're in neutral, hands at the heart, you can step, walk, or jump the feet together, samasthiti. Let's grab a sip of delicious morning drink, whatever you're drinking. Wonderful. And then go to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, open up your arms and lift into a back bend. Exhale, hands down. Now you can meet me in down dog, or you can do a vinyasa. And either way, we're going to meet in a down dog. Now in down dog, we're going to add on a possible knee down, left knee down, right arm opens up, lift up your arm. Now, if your left knee on the floor is needing padding, please take that time. Lift up. Yes, stretch. 8, 7, good. 6, heart lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, the right hand can come down. The right knee is on the mat, and the left leg goes back. Lift up your left arm, do a back bend towards the sky, your right knee's down, protect it if you need to. Breathe in. Inhale. And then exhale down. Now down dog. Come up to your hands, halfway up. Let your blood pressure adjust, come all the way, back bend. Hands at the heart, samasthiti. Open up the legs, open up the arms, 5-pointed star. That's roughly where your wrists are over your feet, or your feet are under your ankles. Now we're going to pivot the right toes to face the right fingers wall. Bend the knee a couple times just to track it. Now the knee is going to stay on top of that ankle. The more you're stretched out on this pose, the harder it is. So that's a way to modify. Now we're going to look over that right hand. I'm going to look at you for a minute to make sure the body's upright, and it is. Good. So you're still in the middle, your torso's in the middle of your body on this warrior 2. Feel the strength in your right thigh. Feel long in your left thigh. And if it's too hard, put your feet closer together. If it's too easy, you can walk your feet out further. Breathe like your whole back and arms are against a wall. You're stretched out. Your heart is lifted. Notice the energy it feels in your body when your heart's lifted and you're breathing full. It's a confidence. It's a ready. It's called green light soma type. All right, now this right forearm comes down to your thigh. Your left arm goes along this whole long line to your heel. Now those of you that want to put your arm a little lower, you can, like to the floor or to a yoga mat, yoga block. That's the Parsvottanasana stretch. This also has a fun, there you go, Cheryl. It's almost irresistible. Your arm could go back. Yeah. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Drop through the hips. Take an inhale. Now, strong body. Here we go. Strong body, strong body. Leave the legs, but just let the torso go back. Left hand on the left thigh. That left thigh is rotating backwards. It's externally rotating. It's not pushing forward towards the screen. It's externally rotating, spiraling. Now sink into the right thigh muscle. Yep, there you go. Good, strong, long left knee, so you're not pushing on the knee. Your knee's pushing one way, your right knee's pushing one way, your fingers are going the other. You're strong, your glute is strong. Now stretch by breathing full, stretch, stretch, stretch by breathing fully. Inhale. Here we go back to neutral spine. Press both legs long. You're in 5-pointed star. That's a great comeback move. Pick up your left toes. Bend the left knee a few times. Just the thigh. The torso stays upright. 1, 2. And then on the third one or so, keep that knee on top of the ankle. Feel the strong front thigh. Feel the long back thigh. And then let's look over that hand. I'm going to look at you. Good. Yeah, reach through both elbows. Yeah, both arms are long. Heart is lifted. If you need it harder, walk the feet further apart. If you need it easier, you can walk the feet in closer together. Breathe into that chest and that upper back. Take an inhale. Now this front forearm is going to go to the front thigh, left to left, right arm over your ear. It could be that you prefer the left hand down on the yoga block or a yoga mat, stretch, or maybe even a wrap. Good. Find out where you need to be. Breathe into that space. Feels so good. Keep reaching. Keep lengthening. Yep, lengthen that elbow. There you go, girl. That was beautiful. Yep, it's like someone's pulling you. Take an inhale. Now it's a strong body. Here we go, but it's graceful. It's a strong, graceful transition. Parvriti Virabhadrasana is reverse warrior. Your right hand goes to your thigh or your calf. And yep, you're backwards. Yep, Parvriti is reverse. Sink into that front thigh. It's still very strong. It's still doing a squat. You're externally rotating that back thigh. It's spiraling backwards. Yep, it's spiraling backwards. It's not thrusting forward. Both fanny cheeks would be on an imaginary wall behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and come up to a vertical spine. Press your knees both straight. Good. You're in Prasarita Padottanasana. We're going to go down again. When the hands are on the floor, walk them over to the right leg and keep both knees long and just stay on that leg. Leave your left hand down on that leg and lift your right arm up to the sky like a windmill, but on one leg. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hand and walk over to your other leg. Now leave both hands towards that left shin or the left toes or the left foot. Good. Long knees, sorry. And if you'd like to add on, leave the right hand down and lift up the left arm, windmill, but you're towards the one leg only, so you're towards that left leg. Try to lengthen it. Try to lift up your left arm. Stretch out. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower of your hand on each elbow and kind of dangle like the clapper of a bell and just get rid of any tension. Inhale. And then let your hands go to your hip bones and come up. Now, as your blood pressure is ready, keep on going. You can even go into a back bend here, heart lift. Inhale. Yeah, beautiful. And then you're in hands to the heart. Step, walk, or jump together. And Samastitihi, grab a sip. Good, really good. Grab a sip. You're doing so good. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. We're going to make sure you have enough room behind you. Depending on your space, the right foot's going to be forward and the left foot's back in a railroad track. Now the arms can interlace at the low back, or maybe you prefer an elbow hold or reverse namaste. So take an inhale. Now exhale, hinge, and you're going to feel your right hamstring start to stretch. And you're also in a balance drill. Breathe in fully. Now take another inhale and push your way back up and even beyond. So you're in a bit of a back bend here. Everything's long and you can add on your arms lifting. You can add on your heels lifting. Stretch everything up, up, up. Here we go. Breathe. Now when you lower, you're in control and you're low. Good. And then your hands come to your heart. Step Samastitihi. Notice how that whole side feels more open. Here we go to the other side. Yeah, wiggle into it, Cheryl. And then your other side, you can find out the shoulder release that serves you. Breathe in, shoulders open. Here we go. Exhale, forward. Soften the gaze towards the left toes. Notice you might get lower. Keep the breath full. Relax the neck. Left hip steers back, right hip steers forward. One more. You're pushing your feet into the floor, and just take your time. If you're like me and your blood pressure takes a moment, lift your heart up, arms up. You could lift your heels as a bonus. Balance, length. Good. That looks great, Michelle. Breathe, stretch, open. Oh, look how good. Exhale, lower with control. You're never plopping without control. And then let your feet come together. Samasthiti. Excellent job, guys. Grab a sip. Meet me back here. So good. So good. We're going to take our inhale to go arms up. And we're going to take our exhale to go hands down. Let the feet go back. Now we're going to meet in a plank, but if you prefer to be on your forearms, please do that. So I'm going to take us down to a plank any way you want to go. Hold here. Keep breathing. Keep holding. You got it. You can do hands or forearms, either one. I'm on the forearms just for this. And then one side plank, open up. Again, forearms or hand. Yeah, feel free to be on your forearm, Michelle. Yeah. Breathe in. Stretch it out. Open up even through the fingers. Yeah. Breathe fully. Now we're going to go to the other side plank. I'm just turning so I can see you, but you can just flip if you want. Stretch out through your hand. Breathe, open, stretch. Breathe, open, stretch. Nice. Inhale. Go to forearms. Drop your hips. Now either Sphinx, which is a forearm pose, or Bhujangasana in shoulder blade down the back alignment. Good. All right, hold here. Breathe fully. Beautiful, guys. Breathe in. A little longer. 5. Exhale, slowly lower. Now the hands go either beside your hips or at your lower spine and interlaced. Inhale, lift up your upper body. Lift up your lower body. Breathe in. Relax. Bend the knees. One hand to foot. So the bow pose. Get ready. Inhale and lift. We're going to do this twice. Inhale. Relax for a moment. We're going to do it again, either the other foot or both feet again. Here we go. Ready? Up. Yep, you're moving with the breath. Wonderful. Exhale, lower back. Now we're going to take a frog pose, but if that doesn't serve you, you can always do a bound ankle. If you're doing frog, your forearms come down, your knees open up, and your big toes generally are together. There are so many variations, so you can find one that works for your inner thighs. So if you don't have it, I can offer different ways. Yeah, so the head is down on the arms or the floor because that's generally going to give you that decompression. Good. Now let go into gravity. Just try to let gravity assist you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale, and then exhale. You're going to come back up, and then we're going to be doing a little pigeon, but if you prefer to do a figure 4, you can do that lying on your back. So please choose what's right for you. We're going to, if you're doing pigeon, you can start with a down dog, and then your right leg comes up, and then your right thigh comes up to the hands. Take an inhale, and then an exhale to roll down. That's right, Karen. Grab a pillow so your head's comfortable there. All right, relaxing down. Then inhale and come up. And good, take a moment, curl your back toes, go into down dog, and then Karen, you'll just switch sides. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left thigh forward. Inhale. Good, girl. And then exhale. Good. And lowering down and rest. Find a way to make your neck really comfortable. When you put your arms down, generally that's a nice pillow. So your arms could be something your neck rests on, or your cheek, or your forehead. Take another inhale. Let your hands walk you back up or push you back up. Breathe in. Curl your back toes under. Lift up. And then we'll all meet in the down dog when you're ready. So take a down dog, walk it out so your blood flows in your legs. Heels press. Walk it out. Both heels can lift and lower. Inhale. We're going to look up at the hands. Take a step forward, jump up. Halfway up position, and then go all the way up. Take a little back bend here. Inhale, and then exhale, hands to your heart. And we're going to take Samasthiti, take a sip, and meet me back here. So notice how the hips feel after those openers. Sometimes you can tell in the low back when you stand once the hips have been open. So if you've had any low back issues, a lot of times just stretching the hips helps. Now, tree pose is also a hip opener, which is sort of surprising. It's a balance pose, but it is also a hip opener. So when you lift your right foot up, think about this thigh opening, kind of like bound angle. It's opening like the page of a book. Now, once this feels settled, you can add on. I like a shoulder opener here. I'm going to lift up the arms is option 1. It's really traditional. I'm going to add on a cow face option. The shoulders always need it, don't they? All right, breathe and hold. Open up that hip as well. Good. Breathe fully. Head pulls back. It's onto your head is retracted onto your forearm. Yep. Breathe in. Now, without the legs moving, just take your hands to your heart, then lower the foot, Samasthiti, let everything assimilate. All right, when that all feels good, lift and spread your toes. The other foot comes up, and this is a hip opener and a leg balance, of course, but let's think about this hip opening, yeah, with the pelvis square. Now the other side, you got it, Cheryl. Everyone looks good. I'm just going to make a note that sometimes the arm that's behind you, that's where we kind of tilt, but you're going to stay upright. Good. Rib over pelvis. Now add that full breath. The breath helps you stretch in this area, helps you have a sense of calm in this area, so the muscles know this range of motion is perfectly fine. It's your norm. Breathe fully. Jaw is parallel to the floor. It looks great. Exhales are a great place to let go of any tension. Take an inhale really full. On your exhale, begin to release the hands. Lower your left foot. Samasthiti. Grab a sip. We're going to do another hip opener. So we did 2 on the ground, frog and pigeon. We just did a tree pose. Now this is the front hip. This is really critical for low back, prevention of that lordosis. So one arm goes up and you grab your foot and or maybe your ankle. Try to pull the rib down and the pubic bone up. And it's great if you feel a shoulder opener too. Our focus is here, but you probably feel it there. I'm going to turn to you. In a moment, we're going to be leaning towards dancer, but at this moment, our thighs are parallel, hip in. Good. Try to get your heel towards your booty. Yeah. Oh, how good this is for the knee and the low back. You're very tall. Your spine's upright. Your jaw's parallel to the floor. Good. Grow, grow, grow. Now, if you care to add on, push your foot into your hand. Now your foot opens up a little bit towards the wall behind you. Good. Soft chin so that your neck is soft. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Slowly come back to neutral. Samasthiti. Let everything calibrate to neutral. Homeostasis. Now the other side. Inhale. Up and then back to your foot is on your hand or your ankle. Your ribs pull down. Your pubic bone pulls up. You're tall. Notice how it's easy to kind of fold forward, but you want to lift. You want to keep lengthening. That's great, Karen. Really good. Look at everybody. Oh, yeah, really tall. Yep. Now the breath. Fully breathe in through your nose. Fill up any alveoli that will accept the breath. Fill them all. These full breaths that we do during yoga, during Pilates, they help the pelvic floor as well, even without you directing a cue to your pelvic floor. They help the hormones. We have a natural pharmacy in our own body, and they help the hormones that we can produce in our own life. So breathe fully. Now get ready to push your foot into your hand. Now your chin may have to tuck here because we don't want any tension in that neck. Natarajasana is dancer. Inhaling. And then as you're ready, you're going to exhale and slowly come back, hands at the heart. Samasthiti. Let's grab a sip and then we're going to meet on the floor. So we'll take a possible malasana, and I'll just show you that one. Your feet are a little wider. Your possibility is to go right down the middle. If that doesn't work for you, Happy Baby, Ananda Malasana is a really good backup plan, and that's on your back with your hands and your feet. Another good backup plan or modification is to sit on a couple yoga blocks. 5, 4, beautiful. There you go. 3, 2, take another inhale. And then exhale, let that fanny go down. Now make sure you have enough room behind you. Take an inhale, and then exhale about 10 counts down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And keep the left leg long. Put the right knee over, knee down twist. Your left hand's on your right thigh. Your right arm can be out like a T or a Y. Exhale, and if you're craving some Vini Yoga circles, you could do that too. Find a sense of relaxation here. Add the breath, breathe in through your nose if you can. Let everything go as you exhale, tension, release, worry. Take an inhale. And then as you're ready, you're going to switch it up. So your right leg is now long. Your left knee goes over. Your right hand's on that knee. Your left arm can do a circle or just find a T or a Y. Try to let go of your shoulder tension, your chest tension. Try to relax your upper back. Relax your lower back. Relax your hip. And then take another inhale. And then as you're ready, come back up and realign the spine. And then we're going to take the feet a little wider than the hips, so wider than you would a bridge pose. Drop your inner right knee down. Pick up your left ankle and just rest it like a paperweight on that knee or thigh. Your arms are up. If there's any tension in your knee when you do this, just don't add the left ankle. Now relax here, the front of the right thigh and the low back and waist. Get a little stretch here. Breathe in fully. Breathe in. Now, as you're ready, you're going to go back to that starting position where your feet are wider than your hips, then your left inner knee drops down and your right ankle picks up and rests on top of your left thigh. Breathe in fully. And then gently come back, and you can take a Pilates ring or you can take a Dynaband or your hand and do a hamstring stretch. You're going to hold that right, and it really doesn't matter which one first, but you're going to hold that hamstring stretch in a neutral. Now your other hip flexor is getting a stretch as you pour it down to the ground. You're going to try to feel the belly, never just the knee or the sit bone. So the belly of the muscle. Take that leg across your midline a little bit. And then you're going to take that leg out a little bit. Now, let that leg down. Notice how it feels and that low back feels. And then take your other leg up. Hamstring stretch on the other leg, the linear. The other leg's getting a psoas, hip flexor. Relax the breath into the lower part of the belly, diaphragm. You can cross that midline. Yep. One leg's up and over. Nice. There you go, girl. So we're just crossing the midline a little bit. Yeah. That's going to feel like outer hamstring. Go out like a little to the side. Now it's more inner hamstring and inner thigh. Five, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And then as you're ready, you're going to take a hand to each knee really softly. Circle the thighs so that you're lubricating the joint. You're gently stretching the hips. You're pumping lymph node. This is your natural defense system to pump lymph with soft, gentle movements on the knee so we're never hurting a joint. Good. And then you're going to take a leg up on the wall option if you would like. Another option would be Shavasana. So I'm actually going to grab a foam roller or a yoga block is fine, but yeah, that's good. There you go. And it can be up on any surface. The main idea is that your feet are higher, than your heart, but if your hips are higher, you get that really nice decompression of the low spine. That's a lot of benefit for one pose. Now, the mind is on a shelf. It's just out of the way. Let's go into our feeling wisdom. Breathe in. A feeling of wellness and well-being. A feeling of letting go of any tension. A feeling of rejuvenation. You might feel yourself sink more into the mat as your cells notice how fine they are here, how well they are. They don't have to tense. It's just as important to know how to relax the cells as it is to contract them. It lets the nerves have full freedom to run where they need to without any kinks in the chain or kinks in the hose. Breathe in fully, a sense of all is well, and let go everything else. You're merging with your higher you, with your highest form of wellness. Now we're going to slowly release the foam roller or the block, the whatever's underneath your hips. Slowly come up to a seated position and then let your spine lengthen. And you're just sitting with as little effort as you can. Sukhasana is the easy posture. Now all is well in this moment. There's nothing to figure out or nothing to rehash. Just breathe in all that sense of wellness, all the powers in the now. Notice that state of well-being. And we're going to pre-pave a path to our success the rest of the day so that we're not just living by accident, that we're living by intention. So we're creating an intentional reality, and today I intend to stay closely connected to this heightened sense of well-being. I'm going to look for evidences in my immediate environment and within my body for these examples of well-being. So breathe that all in. Notice how much more powerful that feels. And whenever you're ready, come back into the room and have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed class. Thank you so much. I love having